I have a poem about Tilda Swinton. I don't know where it's at right now, but if I'd known we were having an evening, I would have dug it up. She is a deity on earth. The stuff that I did bring is kind of newer and rougher than what I usually bring, but it's what I had at hand. And I'm not going to read off my phone. So, first a shorter one and then sort of a longer one. This is the shorter one, and for the moment it's called Nebula. Who can account for the swerve of the horse head? Chessmen speak only to chessmen. Like math, each piece carries its own laws of motion. But physics is the glamour of astronomers, the trick to stitch particle trails in a bridle, and measure a bit for the mouthless, faceless, vast, massive, shapeless, secret, uncountable cloud. The second one is called Postdiluvians, which corresponds to antediluvians, but it means after the flood, or beings who live after the flood. Here we go. Andrew and I had this whole conversation about people we don't want to follow, and now I have to follow him and everyone who came before me, and I'm really thrown off right now. Sorry. Postdiluvians. A fine-toothed shark smells something out of place. Warm blood gone cold, not a whale exactly, salt-cured and peculiar. She follows the spoor of grass-fed flesh to a reef near the edge of the water, and a lost goat stares and stares at her, its eyes unreally huge and a head hanging limp from a rope that got caught in the rocks. Above them, a pinewood stake is bobbing, tugging at the slack like a balloon. Meanwhile, a team of horses stalls against a cliffside, formidable bodies mounted in situ by tension of tensors and bone. Locals crowd the diorama. Twisted like kelp in those freakish knees is a figure they know for a diver, his dangerous palms waving empty now, his fingertips shriveled and loose. An octopus solves a latch with ease and surprises a household of algae. They've painted the walls and the tables and filled in a half-finished loom. Tentacles try discarded sleeves and test the new environs. Their probing upsets a lidded jar, and a wobbling bubble of olive oil escapes to the ceiling and breaks in a scatter of tiny gold beads. Wooden carts roll driverless, going incredibly slowly, hitching on coral and rocks as they slide into darker and darker water. Wine glasses scuttle on little crab legs. Dolphins are starting to click and murmur. Why these new hills? Why is it dark where they live? What sends these unlucky tourists down? And what moves that shape on the face of the water? That unstoppable shadow, unhurried and huge, that unnerving smudge on their skylight. Snakeskins and mottlings are losing their scales. No one left can tell them from the sand. Thanks, y'all.